Okay, shall we start? Is the screen visible to you and my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now this particular point, that is volume 2, is important for us for our exam point of view. As I told you that volume 2 gives us some data about the economic performance of the economy, like last year's performance. So first content is about preface. Preface is, of course, it has just the introduction to the economic survey. Second article or the second volume is very important. So second volume is about state of the economy of 2021, a macro view. Okay, can you all see the screen now? Can you all see the PDF? Is it visible to all of you now? What is
Yes, sir.
important
Yes, sir.
point, that is the state of the Indian economy.
Not
What was
visible
the
to
state
me.
of the Indian economy in previous year? It's been given in the second chapter of this economic survey. So a macro view. Anyone knows what is the meaning of macro view?
बड़ी पैमाने पे देखना.
Macro. Do you know what is the difference between macro economy and micro economy?
Micro is small and macro is bigger than.
Okay, and what is macro?
From country level, sir.
Yeah, the country level. So what we study in macroeconomic exactly? When we study the macroeconomy, then what exactly we study? किसी भी country का अगर हमें macroeconomy अगर study करना है, then what we study at the in the macroeconomy?
Like sir, GDP, GNI, GNP,
National.
Yes.
banking sector, inflation,
Okay.
fiscal
And all
policy.
this.
Yes. So there are some macroeconomic indicators like GDP or economic measurements, inflation, then current account deficit, fiscal deficit, then government's planned expenditure, non-planned expenditure, then as well as we see
Balance of
what
payment.
is what you can say the economic growth rate of the country. So that is what we study in the macroeconomy, right? So what is the state of Indian economy in 2021 in the previous year, that has been given in this particular chapter. So all of you have to read this chapter. At least if it is not possible to read the whole chapter, you can read at least the introduction which is given in this chapter, because we know that because of the COVID-19 virus and the what you can say the crisis created by this COVID-19 crisis, there are various issues happened in India. So that is what is mentioned here, that what was the state of the economy in 2021. It is given one couplet from the Tirukural. Anyone knows what is this Tirukural? किसी को पता है what is this Tirukural? I don't know what exactly the pronunciation is. It is called Tirukural. Anyone knows what is the meaning of this Tirukural?
No, sir.
Okay, Tirukural is one of the famous literature of Sangam age in South India. So he was a South Indian poet. So it is mentioned, it is a collection of the poetry. Like जैसे अब North India में रामायण और महाभारत है, वैसे संगम लिटरेचर का हुआ है, वहां एक स्टेटमेंट दिया गया है. What is mentioned here that कि doing the right things at the right time is the rope which binds the wealth, making it boundless. So we know that कि during this pandemic situation, the government has focused more on, rather than focusing on the growth of the economy, government has focused on saving the lives of the people. Rather than focusing more on the economic growth, the government has focused more on saving the lives of the people, and that is what is mentioned here, that doing the right things at the right time is the rope which binds the wealth. जो हमारा कंट्री का जो wealth है वो इसी वजह से bind हुआ है, because the government has done a right thing at the right time. So that is what is given here. So just read it out. What is the macroeconomic, what you can say the situation of the economy is explained here in this particular volume. So you can read it out. What is the inflation rate and what is the GDP, or all is explained here. So here some data has been given. What was the situation of the cases and deaths all over the world? It is explained here. That is China and EMD, that is excluding India. So comparison of India's cases and deaths to the world is mentioned here. The source is WHO. So which is very important. This particular year in 2021, rather than looking at how much India grew, how much India's inflation rate was that, how much India's economic growth was that, it's say better, but as per the government, they are saying that we should see how much lives we have saved during this pandemic situation. So that is also one of the important, what you can say, the aspect of the macroeconomy. So that is what is explained here. How much confirmed cases were there, how many deaths were there in India, compared to the other countries as well. Now here you can see why we have compared with China. What could be the reason why? Like in every data you can see that the data has been compared with China. What could be the reason why we are comparing our data with China?
Because the origin of the virus was from China.
Okay, the origin of the virus was from China. Okay, apart from that, any other reason?
Sir, earlier China was the fifth. Sir, earlier China was the fifth largest economy. Right now we are the fifth largest economy. That's why, like, as we are entering into that world big, that's why I think we have compared this to China.
ठीक है. For your reason?
Sir, population.
Sir,
Population. Yes.
China is
someone
the
has
main
said
population,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
how population is related to this? Like
Sir,
suppose if you want to compare the cases and deaths with a country like Britain or a country like Switzerland, do you think it will be a fair comparison to compare India with a country like Switzerland or Sweden or America or maybe England?
no, sir.
No, sir.
No, why? Because we know there are a lot of difference between the country like US and India, because we know population size, infrastructure level, as well as what you can say the health preparedness and all, right? So whether India fared well or not in the management of the what you can say management of this crisis, it's better to compare with China, because in many aspects, in many ways, India is similar to China, whether it is in population size, whether it is in economic development, or whether it is in terms of what it is. Like India is also a developing country, China is also a developing country, India is also an Asian country, China is also an Asian country. So almost the population size is also same compared to what you can say compared to the other countries, right? So if we really want to compare the management of the India with respect to the pandemic, it's fair to compare with China. All of you got it? Why we are comparing it with China?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, one more reason, because we know China is one of the what you can say the rival nation of India, because हमारी जो competition है वो किसके साथ में है फिलहाल? Our competition, we are trying to compete with China, right? So of course हमारा जो nearest competitor है, whether it is in economic development or whether it is in health infrastructure, whether it is in any other aspect of what you can say economic management, we are trying to compare it with China itself. So that is the reason here the comparison with the China, and it is also built with some other. Anyone knows what is the meaning of this AE? Anyone knows what is the meaning of this AE? Like on all the data here you can see AE is given here. AE means advanced economies. Advanced economy means developed economies, right? So AE means advanced economies, EMDs means emerging economies, and then India and China. So these are the four countries where there is a comparison here. So this economic survey has tried to compare the India's economic, this pandemic management with advanced economies. It has been compared with other emerging economies, and also it has been compared with China and India. All of you got it? तो हमें क्या देखना है? हमें ये comparison करना है. All of you got it? चलिए.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to the next page. So a majority of the data is given with respect to the cases and the deaths only. Let me check it out if they have given any other data with respect to the GDP, GNP, inflation and all. So how the India has tried to ramp up the testing in India, how we have created our testing facilities in India, that is explained here. Policy dilemmas like lives versus livelihood. So ये बहुत important question था कि हमें जिंदगी बचानी थी या jobs बचाने थे. तो government ने किस पे focus किया? Government has focused more on protecting the lives of the people or protecting the livelihoods of the people.
Lives.
Protecting the lives.
Lives of the people, right? So in this year, many people have lost their jobs during this livelihood because of the lockdown, because of what you can say the strict lockdown which has been what you can say put by the government. So there is something called if we keep ourselves, what I can say, live, then only we can find out for the, what I can say, the livelihood. अगर government lockdown नहीं करती, जॉब्स अगर कंटिन्यू रहते, अगर इकोनॉमिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन या मूवमेंट अगर कंटिन्यू रहता, तो क्या होता, मे बी लोगों का बिजनेस शुरू होता, बट मेनी पीपल मस्ट हैव लॉस्ट देयर लाइव्स. So that is what is mentioned here, the dilemma of whether to protect the lives or the livelihood. Government has given more focus on protecting the lives of the people. अब आने वाले साल में government will be focusing on, what you can say, will be focusing more on creating the livelihood for the people. So here it is explained, demand side and supply
Sir,
side.
hello. Sir,
So during this period,
sir, hello.
yes,
सर वो किसका तो माइक चालू है सर, डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है सर, किसका आवाज आ रहा है जरा पूछो.
all of you please mute yourself. If you have recently joined, please all of you mute yourself, because if you keep yourself on, then we get some background noises. All of you please mute yourself. Chaliye. So here you can see that during this pandemic situation, we have already seen that there were some demand side and supply side problems. So that is what is explained here in this particular graph. What was the demand side problem and what was the supply side shock? In basics of economy, we have already discussed what is the importance of the demand in any economy and what is the importance of the supply side in economy. Can anybody tell me during this pandemic, demand side problem tha ya supply side problem tha? What was the problem during this, demand side or supply side?
Sir,
Demand side
unprecedented.
also.
Both.
Demand.
It was having a both, because demand was also reduced as well as the supply was also reduced. So that is what is mentioned here. There was a twin economic shocks by the pandemic, both demand as well as supply. So I have given one question to some of my students that recent economic growth में जो कभी हुई है, the decrease in the economic growth in India, was it because of the demand side problem or supply side problem? So हमें जब पॉलिसी बनानी होगी तो कैसे बनानी होगी? अगर प्रॉब्लम इंडिया की इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ अगर डिमांड साइड से भी है और सप्लाई साइड से भी है, तो हमें जब पॉलिसी बनानी होगी तो कैसे बनानी होगी? We need to make provisions for both demand as well as supply side, right? तो कोई मुझे बता सकता है कि how we can handle the demand side problem and how we can handle the supply side problem? What provisions or what you can say the measures should be taken by the government to tackle the demand side problem and to tackle the supply side problem? I hope all of you knowing what is supply side problem and what is demand side problem. Yes, Omar, can you tell me? Just give me 2 examples. आपको पढ़ना है, but I just want to know whether you know it or not. What is, how the demand side problem can be solved and how the supply side problem can be solved?
Sir, basically, first thing is reducing the taxes, basically direct taxes, and indirect taxes will not have that much of impact, but like reducing the direct taxes. The other thing is that reducing the interest rates, interest rates through the monetary policy and through the fiscal policy. Yes.
So in short, you can say that the demand side problem can be handled or solved by having proper monetary policy, because demand depends upon the money supply in the economy. Am I right? The
Yes, sir,
demand
yes.
side problem can be solved by having what you can say the having proper monetary policies, money supply policies, and supply side problem can be handled by having what you can say a proper fiscal policies. Because we have already seen supply shock or supply side problems are handled by the government budget and demand side problems are handled by the money supply. Am I right, Omar?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So now here you can see the next point is about the inflation. That is explained here. What is the gross value added to the economy is explained here. In previous year exam, the question has been asked about the gross value added to the economy. So which sector has what you can say added what amount of value to the economy, that is explained here. So share of the informal worker in sector in percentage was explained. Then again, agricultural import and agricultural export is explained here. That is impact of the COVID-19 on the agricultural export and agricultural import, and CPI food inflation is also explained here. Can you see here? There is a diagram given here that is about the food inflation. Is it visible to all of you? Now here you can see the inflation was very high. Again, it was brought down. Again, it was went ahead. Can you see here? So this is the CPI food inflation, and here also CPI food inflation with respect to the food only. Here it is a food inflation, here also. So ये इस तरीके का ये जो food inflation का जो data है, this is called something called V-shape recovery. Have you ever heard about this term called V-shape recovery? Recently it was in the news.
Yes.
So here we can see that in inflation also during what you can say in the last 10 years data is given here. Can you see this data? Yesterday we were discussing few questions of the economy. वहां पर एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था कि India's what you can say the fiscal deficit has increased in last decade steadily. Anyone remember that question? Which when we were discussing yesterday some of the questions from the previous exam, there was one statement given that India's fiscal deficit has been steadily increased in last 10 years or in the last decade. तो उस तरीके के क्वेश्चन प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं ये डेटा आपको दिखाऊंगा तो can anybody tell me if I say that in last 10 years CPI food inflation in India is increasing steadily. So the statement is correct or wrong? Suppose in prelims exam the question can be asked like that. Consider the following statement with regard to the inflation in India. The statement says that in last decade or like the food inflation, CPI food inflation in India is increasing steadily in the last 10 years in the last decade. So the statement is correct or wrong?
Wrong, sir.
Wrong. Check it. One more statement. If I say that the inflation in India is what I can say remained stagnant in the last decade with respect to eggs. Is it correct or wrong? Can you see here? There is one data here. This particular data. Can you see this data? ये किसका है? This is the inflation data of which food article?
Yes.
So it is
Eggs,
fruits, right?
fish
Fish and meat.
It is fruits or it is eggs? I think it is eggs.
Eggs.
Sir, eggs, fish and meat.
Right? तो अब यहाँ पर मैं अगर इस स्टेटमेंट से कहूंगा कि पिछले 10 साल में इंडिया में the prices of egg, fish and meat remained same. Like there was no much more fluctuation in the prices of egg, fish and meat in last 10 years. So statement is correct or wrong?
Correct.
Correct.
Correct, right?
Correct.
But if I say, if there is a statement that the prices of pulses in India has remained stagnant throughout in the last 10 years. So whether the statement is correct or wrong?
Wrong, sir.
Right? तो अभी आपको समझ में आ गया कि यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम में जो स्टेटमेंट वाइज क्वेश्चन पूछता है ना कि लास्ट 10 डिकेड में फिस्कल डेफिसिट बढ़ रहा है या फिस्कल डेफिसिट घट रहा है या हमारा टैक्स रेवेन्यू कंपेयर टू द जीडीपी परसेंटेज वाइज बढ़ रहा है या घट रहा है, कुछ क्वेश्चन हमने देखे थे previous year. We have seen some of such questions which have been asked in by the UPSC in previous year. So these questions are asked from these data in this graph. So you have to focus more on these graphs rather than reading the articles. तो जितने भी ये सारे articles है आपको you have to go through it and you have to what you can say check the recent trends of inflation, recent trends of what you can say the import and export. अब यहाँ पर अगर आप देखो कि import and export में whether our import and export is increasing or decreasing in last decade or whether it is increasing in the last decade, that's what you are supposed to see. All of you got it? How to read the data and how to see. You don't need to what you can say remember the number or you don't remember the data. You just need to go through the trends of import and export. अब यहाँ पर अगर देखेंगे in this particular graph, if you can see, check it out. In this particular here you can see the export of the tea has remained same. Is it clear? Can you see here the export of the tea in last what you can see the year has remained same. The export of the rice has what you can see the that was fluctuation that in the export of the rice. But here you can see here there is one data that is ammonium phosphate. Can you see the ammonium phosphate? So the import and export of the agricultural import like ammonium phosphate. Can anybody tell me why the ammonium phosphate is imported?
Sir, for
Fertilizers.
urea-based fertilizers.
Yes. So in India, not urea-based, phosphate-based fertilizers.
Okay, sir.
Right. So sorry. Ammonium phosphate means is it urea? Urea में
Yes, sir,
ammonium
it is
होता है?
urea.
Yes. It is there in
Yes, sir.
urea. Yes. So urea-based में जो फर्टिलाइजर्स होते हैं उनके वी हैव टू इंपोर्ट अमोनियम फॉस्फेट फॉर दैट। तो हमारा जो इंपोर्ट है वो कितना घटा है और कितना बढ़ा है, दैट इज एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर। सो यू कैन सी दैट ड्यूरिंग पैंडेमिक like from January 17 to around 2020 is explained here. So can you see here that what you can say, the fertilizer import or the agricultural import has decreased or increased in the previous year?
Sir, increase.
And यहाँ पर fluctuation है, right? During what you can say 18-19 it increased, but in last 3 years, that 19-20 it has been decreased. तो ये पूरे 3 साल का डेटा है। All of you got it? तो इस तरीके से आपको क्या करना है, ये डेटा चेक करना है। All of you understand what you are supposed to study in the data? Like you don't need to read, you just need to, what you can say, go through this data. So inflation data, mining activity data, you can see the mining activity has been also decreased. Then inflation of the prices of the mineral. Then again you can check the import and the prices of the textile and fabric. Next data is about consumer goods. Then machinery sector, pharmaceutical sector, increase or decrease. Then construction sector का भी data दिया हुआ है, we have to check it out. Services sector, whether there was decrease or decrease in the service. And again sector wise, which service, like air transport, shipping, then railways, road transport, that is also been given here. Fuel prices increased or decreased, that is explained here. Okay, can you tell me why the fuel prices of different cities are different here? What could be the reason why the fuel prices are different in different cities?
Tax.
Yes,
Tax
taxes. Still the prices on the petrol and diesel are imposed by the state government, right? That's the reason. Chali, let's move on to the next data. So all the data you have to go and check it out, whether the prices of the houses has increased or decreased in the previous year, that is also explained here. So you have to go through the graphs and you have to see the recent trends, because the questions which are asked in the previous year exam by the UPSC, they are on the trend and not on the data. Hello, am I audible to you? Can you please mute yourself? Someone else unmuted. Shamama, can you please mute yourself? Okay, so here the trend in the global growth. So what is the world growth? What is the advanced economies growth? Comparison is given. And what is the growth of the euro area? Can anybody tell me what is this euro area?
The European.
Eurozone area, like
European.
European Union. Then emerging and middle economies and India. So here the data is given whether the India's economy growth. Can you see here कि इंडिया का जो ग्रोथ है वो वर्ल्ड ग्रोथ से ज्यादा है या कम है in the last 1 decade? So if the statement says that the India's economic growth has remained above to the world growth in last what you can say the decade, the statement is correct or wrong?
Correct.
Can you see here that India's, what you can say, the India's growth, this blue line is the, it indicates like, तो यहाँ अगर हम देखेंगे वर्ल्ड ग्रोथ जो है उसके कंपैरिजन में इंडिया का ग्रोथ हमेशा से ज्यादा रहा है टिल 2019. यस ऑफ कोर्स, अब यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे कि यहाँ पर हमारा जो ग्रोथ है इस साल में इंडिया के कंपैरिजन में, पूरे वर्ल्ड के कंपैरिजन में कम हो चुका है. सो यही एक इम्पोर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम था कि जब पूरे इंडिया में नॉर्मलिटी थी तब हमारा ग्रोथ रेट पूरी दुनिया से ज्यादा था, बट ड्यूरिंग पैंडेमिक हमारा जो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ रेट था वो पूरी दुनिया से कम हो चुका था. बट एनीवेज, इग्नोरिंग दिस ईयर्स इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, अगर हम पूरे पिछले लाइक 10 साल का या 8 साल का अगर हम डेटा देखेंगे तो here we can see that India's economic growth rate has remained above to the world average. Am I right? Now suppose if I say that India's economic growth rate has remained above to the emerging economies, तो emerging economy का भी यहाँ पर है, तो here we can see the emerging economy से भी ज्यादा है. तो इस तरीके से आपको डेटा देखना है. Is it clear how to look at the data and how to compare the data with what we can see the advanced economies and the emerging economies? Check.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to the next point. global PMI. PMI means manufacturing index, commodity prices, inflation dynamics. India का जो inflation है बढ़ता जा रहा है घटता जा रहा है, that is also explained here. India's inflation is given in the green line. World inflation is also given here. Emerging economies inflation is also here. Can you see here? अब यहाँ पर मैं statement अगर ऐसे कहूँगा कि India's inflation rate has remained higher than the world inflation rate in last 3 years. Statement is correct or wrong?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Correct, sir.
So world inflation rate is here. Here it is, right? India's growth. So India's inflation rate. अब और एक है यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे ना कि तो पूरे वर्ल्ड का जो इन्फ्लेशन रेट और इंडिया का जो इन्फ्लेशन रेट है यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा गैप बढ़ा है पिछले साल में. Can you see this?
Yes,
So
sir.
there is exponential increase in the inflation rate in India in the last 1 year. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to the next graph. तो इस तरीके के जो ग्राफ है वो आपको ग्राफ देखना है in the this particular topic, that is the status of the macroeconomy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
तो बाकी के जितने भी ग्राफ्स हैं आप सारे देखोगे और you have to revise it again and again. If you come across any doubts with respect to these, what you can say, yes, someone has raised hand. You want to ask any doubt? Is there any doubt for you? I can't.
Sir,
Yes, Ritika.
so in prelims, mainly the graphs come from here only, no?
Yes, yes. The question, like there are 2 to 3 questions which are asked in the prelims exam. So we will be seeing, we will be also checking out. I have already discussed few of the questions, Ritika. You were not there in the basic class. We have already discussed
sir.
that few questions are asked in the prelims exam. They are based on the economic survey. But you don't know how exactly the questions are based on economic survey. So the questions are based on the trends. So you just need to check the trends of the economy. All of you got it? अब यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे ये बोरोइंग का ग्राफ है, तो आप यहाँ पे मुझे बताइए कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बोरोइंग इज मोर और द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इज बोरोइंग मोर बाय लुकिंग एट दिस ग्राफ. क्वेश्चन ऐसा भी पूछा जा सकता है ना कि प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड, consider the following statements regarding the government borrowing. So the state government has borrowed more than the union government in last 1 year. So the statement is correct or wrong? ये यहाँ पर पूछा जा सकता है. अब देखिए यहाँ पर central government has borrowed, like state government has borrowed more here compared to the state government. Sorry, state government has borrowed more compared to the central government here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? So the government securities yield is increasing or decreasing in last 2 years. ऐसे भी पूछा जा सकता है. So can you see here? The yield is increasing or the yield is decreasing?
Decreasing.
Decreasing. So such type of questions are asked in the prelims exam. So you need to focus on the trend. Is it clear?
Yes,
Equity inflow. Equity inflow means whether the people are investing more in India or not through FIIs. तो अब यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे तो equity inflow is more in India or less in India? It is more compared to the other countries जहाँ पर inflow माइनस में है, इंडिया में इनफ्लो पॉजिटिव में है. फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज हाई इन इंडिया इन 2020. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
एक्सटर्नल
सर वो
डेट.
माइनस सर वो माइनस में है का मतलब क्या हुआ वहां पर?
माइनस का मतलब ये है कि जिन लोगों ने इकोनॉमी में इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था उन्होंने अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट वापस ले लिया. आउटफ्लो. देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड आउटफ्लो. डू यू नो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एफपीआई इनफ्लो एंड एफपीआई आउटफ्लो? साथ
यस सर गॉट इट. यस सर गॉट इट.
तो उन कंट्री में जिन लोगों ने पहले इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था उन्होंने अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट वहां से निकाल दिया. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड माइनस.
ओके.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट डेटा इज अबाउट द इंडियाज एक्सटर्नल डेट. यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है इंडिया का एक्सटर्नल डेट टू द जीडीपी बढ़ रहा है या घट रहा है. दैट इज आल्सो एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर. कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी एक्सटर्नल डेट का मतलब क्या होता है? अब यहाँ पर ये ओवरऑल पूरा एक्सटर्नल डेट दिया है बोथ गवर्नमेंट एज वेल एज प्राइवेट. अगर वो गवर्नमेंट का डेट है तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? व्हाट वी कॉल फॉर द गवर्नमेंट एक्सटर्नल डेट?
sovereign debt.
It is fiscal deficit. Am I right?
Yes.
So do you remember there was one question that India's statement दिया गया था कि in the total external debt of India प्राइवेट सेक्टर का डेट ज्यादा है या गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर का डेट ज्यादा है, ये स्टेटमेंट दिया गया था. So that was also asked from this economic survey only. So this is all you are supposed to check it in this particular topic. ये जो पहला जो chapter है, that is more important for you. Is it clear? So no need of all the remaining topics. You just need to read this particular topic, that is state of the economy for prelims exam. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And for mains exam, we have to read volume 1. For mains, because in mains exam, issues are asked, successes of the policies are. So mains exam, this particular topic, that is Pradhan Mantri Jai, then innovation, then regulatory forbearance, then process of the reforms, then healthcare strategy, then inclusive growth, then fundamentals of the Indian economy, then growth inequality, and saving lives. ये जो points हैं, ये points आपको mains point of view में आपको देखना है. So you can read this after your prelims exam. But for prelims, if you want to revise, if you want to read something for the prelims, you just need to check what you can say. This ये particular जो topic है, यही आपको देखना है. State of the economy, a macro view. यही आपको देखना है, बाकी की चीजें आपको नहीं देखनी. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Apart from that, you have to check this particular graph which has been mentioned here. Can you all see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these points, some presentation or some graphs have been given here. That what is the meaning of this? That is human and visionary policy transform lives and livelihoods to saving lives and livelihood. So how government has tried to save the lives and livelihood is explained here. So just read this article. This is presentation. Second is how the government has taken a counter-cyclical fiscal policy to boost the growth and will sustain India's debt. So government has taken certain counter-fiscal, cyclical fiscal policies. Government ने कुछ fiscal policies उस समय में किए थे boost करने के लिए. So how it has helped, that is explained here. Next is about what is India's sovereign credit ratings does not reflect its fundamental. तो क्रेडिट रेटिंग एजेंसीज, अलग अलग जो क्रेडिट रेटिंग एजेंसीज है जिन्होंने इंडिया को रेटिंग दिया वो कैसे नहीं एक्सप्लेन करता है, एक्सप्लेन किया है. अब यहाँ पर कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं कि व्हाट आर द क्राइटेरिया टेकन इनटू द व्हिच शुड बी टेकन इनटू द डिसाइडिंग द क्रेडिट रेटिंग. इट इज एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर. इन्फ्लेशन रेट, जनरल गवर्नमेंट डेट, you can see the current account balance, political stability in economy, rule of law, control of corruption, then protection of ease of doing businesses, short term external debt, and reserve adequacy ratio, Reserve Bank of India का, and sovereign default history. Sovereign default history मतलब क्या इससे पहले गवर्नमेंट ने, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने कभी रिपेमेंट को डिफॉल्ट किया है क्या, उसका हिस्ट्री चेक किया जाता है. तो प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम में ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है कि which of the following criteria are taken into consideration while deciding the sovereign credit ratings of an economy. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम. All of you got it? How the question can be asked on this particular point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, India's what you can say, the India's credit rating right now is about BBB, and A plus and A1 is दिया हुआ है. So this is as per the government, they have not reflected the fundamental. That is what is mentioned here. Now going to the next point. Continued focus on growth to eradicate poverty in India. So how the government is trying to focus more on the growth to eradicate poverty in India, that is also explained here. So multi-dimensional poverty का भी explanation यहाँ पे किया गया है. You can check it out. Healthcare takes the center stage. How the healthcare has been taken a center stage in the economic policy in India, that is also explained here. But here you can see Bangladesh has more healthcare expenditure than India. So Bangladesh is performing better than India, that you can check here. So increase public healthcare spend from 2.5% of the GDP can reduce the what you can say 65% to the 35% of the India's economic growth. तो अभी फिलहाल इंडिया का जो हेल्थकेयर में जो एक्सपेंडिचर है वो 2.5% of the GDP से बढ़ाया गया है. So it's a good thing which has been done by the government. Second, the process of reforms to enable the decision making under uncertainty, that is explained here. So what are the process, the reforms has been taken by the government, that is explained here. So just read this article, these points. Then what are the regulatory forbearance, मतलब कुछ regulation government ने relax किए थे during this point. So that is also explained here. Then trust on private investment in research and development to realize India's growth potential, especially in the innovation. Ayushman Bharat salutary effect on health. How the Ayushman Bharat has, how the output of the Ayushman Bharat was been good. That is also been explained here. So just read it out. Improvement in certain sectors like infant mortality and child mortality rate has been reduced. Maternal and child health has also been improved. Childhood diseases have also been reduced. Then child vaccination has also been increased. And awareness about the communicable diseases like HIV and AIDS has also been increased during the last period. That is what is explained here. And last, improved and equitable access to the bare necessities across the states. We have seen that in India, there was unequal development, unequal what you can say the development था. यहाँ पर explain किया है 2012 का situation क्या था और 2018 का situation क्या है. So only few states are left behind this equitable growth now. Almost all the countries have been what you can say given an equitable and improved access to the healthcare facilities in India. That is what is explained here. So these are all the graphs have been given on the official website. All of you can go through it. I will be taking in detail. I will be discussing more about the state of the economy in macro view. I will also be discussing about the fiscal developments in the mains class. Since I am taking the mains class, government budgeting जो topic है mains का. जब मैं आपको discuss करूँगा at that time, I will be taking more what you can say the details about the fiscal developments in the mains class. So remaining points you can read it by yourself and understand. Fine?
सर
Yes, sir.
Yes.
सर सिर्फ इसमें से एक ही पॉइंट टॉपिक पढ़ना है स्टेट वाला, बाकी अदर नहीं पढ़ना प्रीलिम्स के लिए?
No need of that, because the first वाला जो topic है state of the macro economy उतना sufficient है for UPSC exam. Unless and until you are not going to be, like आपको कोई like RBI का exam या कोई like Indian economy का exam नहीं देना तब तक I don't think you need that. कि only that one particular chapter is enough, because you know that is the reason you don't आपको ये नहीं पता होता कि exactly पढ़ना क्या और क्या नहीं पढ़ना है.
Yes sir.
So that is sufficient. That particular topic is sufficient for prelims exam point of view, and volume 1 is important for mains point of view.
Okay sir. Thank you so much sir.
Okay. Any other doubts? If you have any other doubts, you can ask me. We have still 1.5 minutes left. Yes, Rashida.
Indian yearbook.
Rashida, please mute yourself.
इंडियन ईयरबुक जो आपने लास्ट ईयर बताई थी हम लोगों को.
इंडिया ईयरबुक नहीं बताया था मैंने आपको, मनोरमा ईयरबुक बताया था, नॉट इंडिया ईयरबुक. फाइन.
यस सर वही.
चलिए, so I hope this discussion has helped you in understanding what to read and what not to read in from the economic survey. I am going to discuss about all the points in detail when I will be taking the mains class as well as the basic class. तो अभी मैंने आपको यही बताया कि इकोनॉमिक सर्वे में एग्जैक्टली पढ़ना क्या होता है. फाइन.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we'll
Yes.
stop it here now. I'll see you on Monday for the basic and mains class. Enjoy the weekend and start your preparation again, because अभी यही वक्त है कि आपको बेसिक इकोनॉमी अभी आपका हुआ है, तो वो बेसिक इकोनॉमी व्हाटएवर यू हैव स्टडीड उसको अभी आपको अप्लाई करना है इकोनॉमिक सर्वे में. तो अभी आपको इकोनॉमिक सर्वे पता चल जाएगा कि व्हाट आर एग्जैक्टली द डेटा गिवन इनटू द इकोनॉमिक सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया. फाइन.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubts, Mitali?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
चलिए, प्रमोद, are you there?